to tell you guys my top 5 most disturbing documentaries that I have seen. Give me your lists down in the comments, and if you have any suggestions on what to watch, please let me know, because I'm always looking. Now to kick things off, in 5th place, we have the Fred and Rose West, a British horror story. That documentary in and of itself is just very disturbing because these people had such a long, prolific crime spree, and it just went unchecked and unnoticed up until a set of kids belonging to Fred and Rose West started speaking up about it at school and about how their older sister had just mysteriously disappeared. Spoiler alert, come to find out, they were all buried in the house in the backyard, and it just got really weird really fast. But the most disturbing part of the documentary is how much Rose, Fred's wife, participated in the crimes and knew what was going on and just did not give a shit. In 4th place, we have Scouts Honor, and as you may have guessed, that is a documentary focused on the Boy Scouts of America. Now, what makes that so disturbing for me is, one, the fact that so many people knew what was going on and how many boys were being victimized by grown-ass predators in the Boy Scouts program, and then on top of that, how they covered it up and started to blame gay people for what was happening, and then making laws to restrict gay people's access to the Boy Scouts of America. And then number 2, what makes it even more disturbing is it really parallels a lot of what happened with our current administration and the Epstein files. It's almost like the exact same playbook, and then we see the rise of homophobia and transphobia as a way to cover up and point the finger elsewhere when the Epstein files were released. In 3rd place, we have the Tylenol murders. Now, what makes this one so disturbing to me, and it's more of a psychological disturbance than anything else, is how at any given point in time, something like this could 100% happen again. All it takes is a disgruntled worker, a factory problem, or hell, even the government deciding that they've had enough of our bullshit. They could one day collectively poison thousands of bottles of Tylenol or ibuprofen or whatever big major pharmaceutical we all consume, and realistically, nobody's going to know about it until people start dropping dead. That, to me, very disturbing. It really threw me off for a day or two after watching it, because you kind of have to come to terms with the fact that, yeah, this could happen at any point in time, but oh well, there's nothing I can do about it. Number 2 is Maternal Instinct. Now, this one in particular was not inherently disturbing in and of itself. The part that really got me, and maybe it's just because of the way that my brain works, was the mental image of a baby being carved out of the womb, and like the amount of gore and viscera that would happen during that process. That really bothered me. I had to sit with that for a while and just kind of grapple with the violence of it. It's just very, very upsetting to know not only was there one victim, but there were 2, one of which, wasn't even born yet. So that in and of itself was very upsetting. And that sat with me for a good while. And then we have the most disturbing documentary, which you guys know I've talked about before, which is the Don't F with Cats documentary. I was not at all prepared for that one, I will tell you that much. If you have a weak stomach and it's not something you can handle, don't watch it. Just so you know, there is a lot of disturbing material in there, i.e. kittens getting eaten by a snake, kittens in full rigor mortis, and a bunch of other stuff that nobody warned me about, and quite frankly, the documentary in and of itself doesn't really prepare you for. It just kind of throws it in your face in hopes that you can survive. I watched that on the treadmill, and it actually made me nauseous. For those who don't know, I work in law enforcement. I have a degree in forensic psychology. I have seen real messed up crime scene photo, like all sorts of crazy stuff, and it takes a lot to really bother me. And this documentary, it still gives me the heebie-jeebies. So in and of itself, just the graphic nature of it is incredibly disturbing, and I'm almost inclined to say that it was like a gore porn of a documentary, just because of the violent imagery that they just threw into the Netflix special. I didn't think it was necessary, but that is easily my number 1. So just to recap, in 5th place, we have the Fred and Rose West, a British horror story. In 4th place, we have a Scouts Honor. In 3rd place, we have the Tylenol murders. In 2nd place, Maternal Instinct. And in 1st place, Don't F with Cats. Again, if you guys have your own lists, let me know down in the comments. If you have any suggestions on what to watch, also let me know down in the comments.